The Hawks and the Bulls from the Omni in Atlanta, Georgia. Let's look at the starting lineup. First of all, for the Chicago Bulls, winners of 40 games last year, trying to strengthen the cast of characters. One way they've added Artis Gilmore, a former Bull, of course, came from the ABA and was with San Antonio. The Bulls traded a second-round choice for him. Michael Jordan, John Paxson in the backcourt. Oakley and Sellers are the forwards. The Bulls are coached by Doug Collins, now the second youngest coach in the NBA since Rick Pitino joined the New York Knicks. John Bach on his left is his assistant coach. For the Atlanta Hawks, they'll be starting with one change in the lineup tonight. Look down, player number 4, John Battle, will start at the point guard in place of Doc Rivers, who has a sore ankle and, more importantly and more sore, a sore mouth and gums. He had his teeth and gums bashed in the first 2 games. Whitman, the shooting guard, Rollins at center. He has not scored in 30 minutes in 2 games. And Mike Fratello, who said winning 57 games and losing close to Detroit wasn't enough. They're going for an NBA championship in 1987 and 1988. The officials, Ed Rush and Dan Crawford, and we're about set to get underway from the Omni.
And Bob, the key to this game as far as Chicago is concerned is how well they're able to contain the Hawk fast break. They have got to do a good job of getting back. In fact, you'll probably see Brad Sellers and John Paxson be the 2 players responsible for maintaining good defensive balance for this Chicago Bull team. And for the Hawks, they put in some good, interesting plays to try and cause some problems for Michael Jordan. It'll be interesting to see how the Bulls react to that. We've got a stolen tip on the jump.
Artis Gilmore talked them into that stolen tip as it went back from Rollins to Willis, and the Bulls will get the ball on a violation to begin this ball game. Sellers into John Paxson. Sellers, 7 feet tall, from Ohio State, is a man that the Bulls are expecting to score more this year, and they're expecting a lot out of him. He's matched up against Dominique Wilkins as Paxson fires and scores, but the Bulls defense did well, and there's a big change in the point guard when you have their 12th man, John Battle, instead of Doc Rivers. Dominique on the turnaround over Sellers. It's time. 6-4 Bulls. Battle rejected by Michael Jordan.
Went out of bounds as Battle does a great job to get Paxson out of position. Crossover dribble, drives right by Oakley, but Michael times it beautifully. Now, he had enough time when he was in the air there to perhaps not knock that out of bounds. I mean, it was a very spectacular block. Well, Artis Gilmore made John change that last shot.
Nice play by Wilkins. Here's the isolation play for Dominique Wilkins. He stops and fires from 15. Dominique. A little bit later, John Koncak with a rebuilt jaw, more confidence in his game, and they're looking for more scoring from John Koncak from the perimeter this year.
Well, in his 2 games off the bench, he's averaging double figures points and rebounds.
So we'll see John Koncak. He's played twice as many.
The left hand, he makes the shot easily. He had to do it. He did it with his right hand and had to put reverse spin on it, and that's a much more difficult shot.
Into Gilmore. Nice speed from Michael Jordan State, because Doug Collins says he just likes to have the big body available.
He just couldn't see himself with 4 rookies, although they liked Winslow.
Dominique doubled on the baseline. Webb into the paint, stripped away nicely by Threet, controlled by Sellers. Jordan gets his first basket of the night.
Well, let's see Michael come down on the break situation. So Dale Threet gets it to him. He just used that great athletic ability, tremendous height, was able to double clutch it and lay it in easily. I know he would like to have dunked it, but the defensive man was in the way.
Pippen will be played by Dominique Wilkins. He gets his baptism against one of the great players in the NBA. Jordan with a 2-hand jam.
Who are scouting this game around the NBA, and many of them are, that they know that they have to be prepared for the Bulls from now on.
Off the glass, it's Michael Jordan.
Washington.
Shot clock to 7. Webb. Over everybody. Spud Webb. Corzine. He should have taken that one. He can score from the perimeter. Feed from Jordan. It's easier to score from there. And Doc Rivers, where are you? Well, he's on the bench with a sore upper gum and a sore ankle.
Well, it's not so much of his shooting, because he's not that great a shooter, but it's just that his leadership is missing.
Wilkins from above the hoop.
Well, he had to get it up high because Michael jumped up at him. So when Michael jumps out, you better get a lot of arch on the ball.
Jordan, double clutch.
Should not be able to drive from out that far to the basket with no one else picking him up.
Wilkins against Sellers. What a move, Dominique Wilkins. Now Jordan. Oh, my.
Well, they're doing just like the Lakers. Of course, you score a basket, you make a great play by Wilkins, but they're admiring the play, and they forgot to get back on defense, and the Bulls come back with the Michael Jordan special. Now, he'll go to his right. Now, watch the left side now. Artis Gilmore just couldn't get there in time because it was such a quick spin move. Excellent play on the part of Wilkins, and defense couldn't do much about it. But again, Michael Jordan took off down the court when he saw the play, and here's Michael doing what he can do like no one else.
Bulls lead, 2:04 to go, first half. Jordan from 20 feet, Michael Jordan. He has 14. Wilkins. Great moves, and got the loose ball for the jam. 19 for Dominique Wilkins. Clock to 7. Now it's all Jordan. 4-3 for 3. Michael Jordan. In the first half, Doug Collins said he wanted about 20-24 minutes from Pippen. Jordan, long range, has 19 now.
To do it for Atlanta, they're going to have to come up with the good aggressive play, not give any open shots, and talk and communicate to make the switches necessary to watch Michael Jordan.
Hawks are playing much better half-court defense in this half. Shot clock to 10. McGee on Jordan. Spinning, banking, scoring.
Now you can't do anything about that. That's excellent defense. That's just a great play on the part of Michael Jordan.
Half-court defense, as you're going to get to see an example of it here. Pippen to Jordan. Pulls up, scores, and he'll get the three-point opportunity.
Very mobile team out there. Now, of course, Paxson's not the quickest guy in the world.
Jordan had missed 3 free throws in a row, but he hits this one when it counts with 6:49 remaining in the ball game. 95-81 Bulls.
Excuse me, Bob. He's got the longest shorts in the world, I think. If you measure those shorts from the top down to the bottom, they look like those...
Jordan off 2 screens. Nice feed to Oakley. He's fouled by contact.
And they wanted traveling again on Oakley, but again, Michael Jordan is the type of player who's going to help make his teammates better. Now, he had that ability to go up for the jump shot. He could have taken it, but he had enough presence of mind to spot it. Look at the great spin move. He's up. He could shoot it, but he sees the man in a better position. The cardinal rule of basketball is Oakley draws the foul against contact.
Corzine from 15. Big bucket from Dave Corzine. 7 last year. They isolate Dominique. And he answers with his 33rd point of the game. Wants to go to work. It's taken away.
Really got the Hawks off to a bad start. Their fast break never did materialize, and credit the Bulls also with doing a great job getting back defensively and shutting it down.
You know, people talk about the center position being so important. Here are 2 teams, both of whom really don't have the answer at center. Chicago with the aging Gilmore, followed by Corzine, and then but it's tough. I think the toughest division in the NBA, top to bottom.
It certainly is, and of course, I think the next toughest, the most competitive one is also in the Midwest.
Time down, you see in the bottom right, to 15 seconds. Jordan from 18 buries it. And Michael Jordan now with 29 points.
I'll tell you, it'll be very few nights that those 2 players will stink it up, Bob, but they'll have their off nights.
Dominique from long range, and it's garbage time now. That will not count. It was waved off by referee Dan Crawford, and the final score from the Omni in Atlanta. Chicago Bulls 105. The Hawks 95. The Bulls are 2-0. The Hawks go to 2-1 in the young 1987-88 NBA season.